welcome to part 8 of the HMS Valiant build-up. I've been making some more progress to the model. I've been working on the middle superstructure. We've removed all of the cradles for the little boats on this part. Now, to me, when I first did it, it did actually look quite smooth, and then I painted it, and you can see a lot of marks in there as well. So what I did do is I just got some perfect plastic putty and just put a thin layer over the surface, and then just let that dry for a couple of days, and then I've gone back in and sanded that smooth, and you can actually see where we've got the lighter spots where we've actually had all of those little ridges. So they've all gone now, so that's absolutely fantastic. Happy with that. I'll be able to get that coated again. I'm just going to give it another little quick smooth off in some areas around the edges, but apart from that, I'm happy with it, so we can go ahead and get that painted. I've also been working on putting one of the little boats together, another one of the little boats together. As you can see, whoop, let me just sorry, pan the camera back out again. There we go. So we've got one of the little boats there that is in the process of being made, and then we've also got another one of the little boats that are in the process of having some of the photo etch put on there as well. And we've also got the second layer of the darker grey on the decks there, which is fantastic. So this is now one step closer to being finished. I've just got all of those little fiddly bits now that just need to go on the top around there. As soon as they're in, I'll then be able to get that clear coated, and that'll be another section of the ship that's finished. So we're making some pretty good progress on the kit at the moment. It has slowed down a little bit, to be fair, because I am working on some of the little fiddly bits and also trying to finalise other areas of the ship. So progress has slowed down a little bit, but you know, we're still making some good headway, pun intended. So as soon as I've got the middle deck finished, I will come back to you. Okay, so we got this part done now. It's not absolutely perfect, to be honest, but it's 100% better than it was. So the minor sort of imperfections that are left in there will now be covered up really by the little ships that go in there, which is great, so that's okay. And the other thing is we've got one of the other little ships finished now, or sorry, little boat should I say, so that's looking really good. I just need to get the propeller on the back end of that one. So that's another little ship down, another little boat down, so we've got another 3 of those to go, I think, now. So that's about it for the moment. As soon as I made some more progress on this, I will come back to you. Okay, so we made some progress to the kit now. The full superstructure has finally been completely finished. That's had the dull coat put onto it. The starfish platform and foremast has been glued into place, and the whole forward structure has now actually been glued onto the hull of the ship, so that's looking fantastic now. I'm glad to say that that's finished. We've also got the rear little superstructure that's glued in place now as well, so that's absolutely fantastic. I'm quite happy with the progress that we've made on that so far. The middle superstructure, that's nearly done. That's actually had the paint put onto it. That's been clear coated as well to help protect it, so that's starting to look pretty good now. It just needs a little bit more work doing to it, and I need to get the little boats put on there to finish that off. As soon as they're done, I'll then be able to get that whole thing sort of put on and glued into place as well. I've just got one more little boat to go. We've got most of it finished, and that's what it's looking like at the moment, the little one. We've just got the superstructures to put on top of that one. They just need to be painted. So it's going along quite well. There's a few more bits and pieces that I need to do once I've got the superstructures in place. But we're actually getting to that point now where it's starting to look pretty good, and it's, you know, not long to go now before I can actually get that on the seascape. once it is on the seascape, I'll then be able to put all those fiddly little bits on it that I don't want to start putting on it just yet. You know, they're the kind of little fiddly bits that could quite easily be broken off whilst I'm still moving it about, so I'd rather get those in place once the whole thing's been glued on. So as soon as I've made some more progress to this, I will come back to you. Managed to get a bit more work done to the ship today. We've got two of the little boats in at the back end of the ship, so we've got one on either side there. We've also got the three little boats down here done as well, so we've just got another one of these little ones here to do actually. That's almost complete. It's just had the last layer of paint put on it on the forward superstructure. Once that's dried, I'll be able to get that glued down onto the hull of the boat, and then I'll be able to give that a clear coat of lacquer to help seal everything in, and get the cradles in on the bottom. Once they're in, I'll then be able to get all the four little boats on the top of this part here. So hopefully I should be able to get that done today. I've also got a couple of little ladders that need to go in, one on this side here and also on the other side. And then I've also got another one that needs to go about there, and then also again another one on the other side too. Once this middle section's glued into place as well, I've got a ladder that runs from this point here down to the deck here as well. So I need to get that in, and then we've also got the guns that need to be finished off on these sides here as well, and also on the other side. Once they're done, it's really just all the little fiddly bits. I've got the still got the barrels to put in for the guns on the side there, and then I've also got the as I say, the guns on this side with the brass barrels as well. So took a little while to get those sorted out. Good news is I've got the perspex in for the display case today, so I can now sort of just measure up and get the wood for that. And we'll be able to start rocking and rolling on that one as well. But that's about it for the moment. As soon as I've got the little boat finished and this whole section sorted out, I will come back to you. Okay, so made some more progress on the kit. We've got the middle superstructure now finished and glued in. Well, I say finished, there's the two little searchlights that go on either side of the smokestack. They've got to be put in. They're the only things left to do, so it was just worth my while getting that glued in. And it's a bit of a celebration really. I thought I'd bring the seascape back out and put the model on the seascape just so we can see what it's going to look like on the seascape. I mean, it's nearly completed. There's only a few sort of minor details that need to go on the model now to complete it. So I just thought I'd show it on the seascape. Obviously I will be taking it back off again so I can get those few bits done before we glue it down. But the only things really, so some of the things I'm going to need to try and get done is we've got a set of stairs that go from this deck here down to the deck itself, and then we've also got another one that goes from there down to this deck. There's also another one that goes from the top of this deck here down to the middle superstructure. So there's not huge amounts of work left to go. What is left is really, really fiddly. But we're getting there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the ship back off the stand again and work on it. The other thing that I've started to do as well is I've started to paint the figures. Now these are 1/350 figures from a company called L'Arsenal in France. So I've got painted the blue. All I need to do now really is just go along and paint the hands and the faces on those. Obviously I'm not going to be putting eyeballs on them because they're too small. They're about 6mm in height, which I think is about the equivalent to about 5 foot, somewhere between 5'10" and 6 foot. So we've got 50 of those to do, which will be dotted various places around the ship. But yeah, she's not looking too bad. I'm quite happy with the progress on this kit now. It's starting to look like a ship, which is a good thing. So yeah, I'm kind of really happy with that. So I'm going to leave this video here as a little bit of a success story, really, I guess, more than anything else. And I will carry on working on the little bits that need to be done. And as soon as I've got some of those done, I will come back to you.